Welcome to the Real Film Nerds
Harvest Horror Fest.
Welcome, horror fans. We're going to start another episode of the Real Film Nerds. I'm Mike Talent, and this is my co-host, the greater. What do we call you, Matt?
Mike, you can call me whatever you want, sir.
Okay. All right. So let's see. What should I call him? Should I call it what's spooky or something? I don't know. I could call you Boo. You're my Boo.
Oh, Jesus. Now you're starting to make it sound like I'm your power bottom, and we're not doing that, Mike.
Oh, okay. All right.
You're
Nope.
too far away.
All right. Well, this is episode 397. I can't believe there's almost to 400. That's a lot of podcasting.
It's a lot of audio that no one has listened to or cares to listen to. But hey, you know what? Mike, you're having a good time, right?
I'm having a good time, dude. I'm having a great time. It's
That's all that matters.
Yeah, it's our 7th annual Harvest Horror Fest. Of course I'm having a great time. And Matt, this week we reviewed the summer, but it just took us a little while to get to it. And I'm itching to hear what Matt's first impression is, because he's leading me on to think that he has so much to say about this movie. He couldn't wait to talk about it.
I was bored out of my fucking mind. I thought this movie was not very good at all. So I will just start there. I'm not going to get too crazy, but it's a cheaper, dumber, more horrible version of Silence of the Lambs.
Really? That's what you're thinking?
Oh, yeah, dude. And Silence of the Lambs was way, way better. Best part about this whole film is Nicolas Cage and his fucking chaos. That was it. Everything else, just boring.
Huh. Okay. All right. I don't know. I didn't have that impression at all, so this is going to be an interesting one.
Yeah, you probably fucking loved it like all the critics that don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
Dude,
right?
I had a good time. I had a good time, dude. I didn't think it was boring at all.
Oh, Lord.
I didn't fall asleep.
Hey, I only fell asleep like 3 times, all right?
Wow.
I had to restart it the next day.
Only 3 times.
Well, I need to stop watching like the streaming movies or the movies that we watch at home at like 11 o'clock at night. Like I go and I do my, exercising, and then I come home and I start it up and I sit down in the comfy chair and I kick my legs up and boom, that's it. I'm out. I'm just old. I'm getting old, Mike.
Yeah. Sounds like it, dude. Wow. Okay. Well, I think this is going to be an interesting podcast, Matt, because I had a good time with this movie. It reminded me a little bit of Seven and some other kind of horror movies. So I don't know. I thought it was good. It was real creepy.
Definitely not as good as 7. 7 is way fucking better. Way, way better. But yeah, Mike, after Thursday, I'm now officially like a year older than you.
Oh, man. You are. You're old. You're an old man.
No. I want to retire.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you should. I heard young people go to Portland to retire. So where do middle-aged people go to retire?
Iowa?
Okay. All right, dude.
Because we like corn?
All right.
I don't know. That's Nebraska.
Nebraska.
Corn
Well, no,
Huskers,
I
yeah.
mean, I think both of those states.
They both have a lot of corn. Yeah. Maybe soybeans.
Yeah, maybe. Well, I guess we should get going with the review, Matt. One thing I did want to say before we start really getting into the review. Don't we have another giveaway this week?
Well, Mike, in fact, we do. And our giveaway this week is a little film that you and I reviewed way back on September 25th, 2024, episode 392, Transformers 1.
Oh, man, that was only like 2 weeks ago.
It was a month, but yeah, close. But Mike, so you enjoyed Transformers 1, didn't you?
Yeah, it was pretty good. Mm-hmm.
I liked it. I thought it was good. So I think this is a pretty badass giveaway. So why not, write in and tell Mike your favorite original Transformer from Transformers the movie from 1986.
Oh, dude, that's a great one, dude.
And you got to tell him which one is your favorite. That's real easy. If you've seen any Transformers movie, you can just pick one out of the thin air. But I know what mine is. Mine is Ultra Magnus. He has always been my favorite. And I talked about that when we reviewed it back in September. And anyways, I'm not going to go into that story again. But Mike, what's your favorite Transformer?
Oh, man. Putting me on the spot? I'm not sure. I don't know, man. It's like maybe I go with the crowd, man. Optimus Prime.
Yeah, Optimus Prime. I like Ultra Magnus and also Starscream. I'm a big fan of Starscream. He's the villain I like the best.
Right.
He's
he's a plane, right?
Yeah. I was like, oh, that's amazing. He was originally, I believe, an F-15 back then. Now, in the movie, the modern movie, was an F-22. Which was cool because I was afraid they're going to make him an F-35, and the F-22 is the, sequel to the F-15. Like, it's a replacement.
Yeah, man, that F-22 is pretty neat. They didn't make very many of them before they got discontinued, and I heard they cost unbelievable amounts to continue to operate, but they are really cool, and they do have the Super Cruise.
And nobody has anything that can touch it. No one in the world. That's why they still have them around and still try and keep them up. And they actually cost less to manufacture than the F-35s. But, who wants that? The F-35 is like the greatest thing ever.
No, I wouldn't say that. But what I would say is the F-35 is the most collaboration platform that probably the world's ever done, which is interesting. Like as far as like fighters.
Yeah, that's what it really is. They're selling them and making money.
Oh yeah.
They're selling a lot of them.
Where the F-22 was only for the U.S. and costs a fortune. Well, now it's costing us a fortune. Apparently the whatever keeps it stealthy, like some sort of material or something, has to be reapplied often. And
interesting.
Costs a lot of money.
Yeah, I love the F-22. It's one of my favorite airplanes. F-22, A-10, F-16, F-15. I just like all airplanes. I should just say that.
Yeah, you like
the
planes.
F-22. Oh, dude, an amazing plane. And I've gotten to see one in person fly and do, the high alpha up and down the runway, like at a steeper angle of attack than anything. And the F-16 can do it really good, but we're super off topic, so I'm going to keep talking about Transformers. But anyways, tell us your favorite Transformer. Email mike@realfilmnerds.com, and I'm going to just hop to the business, and I will stop talking about airplanes because I love airplanes. Sound good, Mike?
Sounds good, dude. Yeah, all right. We did get super off topic there. All right, go.
It's interesting, though, and I know you know a lot about it, and you care a lot about, military tech and all that stuff. So anyways, all right, here we go. Bring home Transformers 1 and buy on digital now. Watch the untold origin of Optimus Prime and Megatron, brothers in arms, turned sworn enemies who changed the fate of Cybertron forever. Chris Hemsworth, Brian Tyree Henry, and Scarlett Johansson star in the film critics are calling the perfect movie for the whole family. Includes over 45 minutes of fun-filled bonus features. It's available at participating retailers. You can buy Transformers 1 on digital today. It is rated PG, and it is from our good friends over at Paramount Animation and Hasbro. Another wonderful company that has taken a lot of my money.
Yeah, sure has, Matt. Sure.
Oh, yeah,
has.
dude. Hasbro has the biggest license for Star Wars, Transformers, Marvel. Yeah, Hasbro has taken a lot of my paychecks. A lot.
Very nice. Very nice.
For like 30 years, too. 40 years. Hold on, I'm 43. 35-ish years.
You weren't
I'll go
buying it
35
at 3 years old. That was your parents.
Yeah, that was my parents buying it at 3 years old. Closer to 10 or 11, that was me.
All right. There you go.
Anyways, okay, Mike, so I'm now taking over the podcast because you're slacking off because you're falling asleep. But should I do the rundown for Longlegs?
Oh, yes. Yes, Matt. Yes. Make sure you do the rundown. I think I just forgot that I'm still doing the hosting. So I'm going to try not to do that anymore. And yeah, Matt, why don't you do the rundown for Longlegs?
Yeah, but we're SOL because you're not going to host again for another year except for a movie coming up that we're going to talk about in the next couple of weeks. But yeah, it's okay, Mike. I've missed the rundown multiple times because I just want to immediately start talking about it because I'm usually too excited. And it sounds like you're excited for this film, and I could have lived without ever seeing it. So we will get into that. We will get into that pretty quick. So, all right, Longlegs is directed by Osgood Perkins. It is also written by Osgood Perkins. It stars Mika Monroe, Nicholas Cage, Blair Underwood, and Alicia Witt. Longlegs is, I was going to say is about. Here is Longlegs' little story, synopsis, breakdown, whatever the blah, blah, blah it is. In pursuit of a serial killer, an FBI agent uncovers a series of occult clues that she must solve to end his terrifying killing spree.
All right, dude. That's not the best description, but I mean, it works.
Yeah. I mean, they don't want to spoil too much. I mean, the biggest letdown of the whole fucking thing, Mike?
No, but you're about to tell me.
Yeah. Nicolas Cage doesn't even have long legs.
Dude, that's pretty silly. I like it, dude. I like it.
It's a dad joke all day, right?
It is a good dad joke, yeah.
Okay, all right. Mike, why don't you go into why you think this movie is good? You touched on it a little bit. Why don't you go into it a little bit more since I'm clearly steering the ship. I'm sorry. It's back to you. It's your show.
All right. Matt, I enjoyed the build up to this. I guess I didn't see where it was going. It is a little bit strange, but it kind of harkens back to, it reminded me in some ways of Seven, where there's kind of this kind of chase going on with trying to figure out what the serial killer's doing. Even some of the research and stuff like that, and there's the partners, and they're bouncing stuff off of each other. That kind of reminded me of that. Then there's some aspects of the movie towards the later end of the movie that remind me kind of The Conjuring. So there's various different aspects to this movie. I really didn't expect kind of the ending. I did think something was going on with one of our characters, but I didn't expect kind of how everything got put together. I did like that they kind of put it all together. I don't know. I felt this movie was pretty creepy. Like, it just had this dark undertones and stuff. I don't think it really, unless I missed something, Matt, does it ever tell you it's like what time it's at? Like when it's supposed to take place?
Oh, you could tell based on the cars, and there's also several images of Bill Clinton in the FBI headquarters and stuff over and over and over again. So it's supposed to be the 90s.
Oh, okay. I wasn't exactly sure. I knew it was earlier, but it didn't really say, I don't feel like.
Probably early 90s, because if you notice, there's not a whole lot of computers.
Ah.
So probably his first term. So probably 92, 93, 94, somewhere in there.
No one had a cell phone, did they?
No one had cell phones either.
Whoa. That's weird to see a movie with no cell phones. So I applaud them on that. That's cool. they advertise that Nick Cage is in this movie. He's not really in this movie, so he's just a little bit. But
yeah, I think he has like 20 minutes of screen time, maybe tops. But the 20 or 30 minutes he has in there is freaking amazing.
It is.
And ridiculous at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. So anyway, I really enjoyed this movie, Matt. I didn't think it was boring at all. I thought it was just building up intensity. I don't know. What was that movie we watched with the kid and the pole?
That sounds like a movie that you watch on your own, Mike.
No, the kid's head gets knocked off by a pole in like the middle of the movie.
Oh, yeah, Hereditary. That
one had a kind of a similar type ending in how they brought in all this stuff, and I was like, oh, really? Wouldn't have thought that. But that movie...
No, dude. This one got way more fucking zany.
Okay, all right.
Way more zany to me. Hereditary, you could tell it was kind of building up. See, I'm having a hard time saying what it is without spoiling it, Mike.
All right.
But Hereditary has like the slow, gradual buildup and starts dropping hints throughout it. This is just takes a fucking hard left turn about 30 minutes left in the film, and I'm just like, what?
Okay, all right. Well, I don't want you to spoil anything, Matt, so I'll just go ahead and ask you, what are you drinking this fine morning, evening, afternoon?
Oh, thank God, Mike. I am super parched. I was just waiting. I needed a sip of my Sam Adams Oktoberfest.
All right. Woohoo! Sam Adams Oktoberfest.
I still have a couple left in the fridge.
All right. Yep. And I have the Elysian, Elysian. I think it's Elysian. Anyway,
I'm pretty sure it's Elysian.
Elysian Night Owl.
What's a Night Owl? Is that a
That's
IPA?
their pumpkin.
Oh, it's a pumpkin.
Yeah, they have.
They
kind of have
Owl?
a few pumpkins, but that's one of their pumpkins.
But why Night Owl?
Dude, I don't know, man. Why do they name? I don't know. There's all kinds of weird beer names. I feel like they sometimes just run out and they're like, hey Jimmy, what would you name it? He's like, there's an owl outside. He's like, yep, Night Owl.
And it's dark. Night
Yeah.
Owl. Thanks, Jimmy.
Yeah.
You're the best janitor we've ever had.
Yeah, I think that's basically what goes on a lot of times.
Well, like Killian's Irish Red is a red Irish made beer. So that makes sense.
Yeah. So
Night Owl doesn't make sense for a pumpkin because, do night owls eat pumpkins? Or do they crap pumpkins? Like, I'm just confused.
yeah. Well, I guess we'll have to find out on another time, Matt.
Elysian Brewer, if you are listening, please email Mike at realfilmnerds.com and send him a case of beer while you're at it to review.
Oh, yes, that'd be fine.
See, I got you, dude. I got you, boo. See, there, I used it again. Okay, all right, Mike. Now the most important question of the podcast for everyone other than me. Mike, what is this week's incredible dad joke?
I got dad jokes. I don't think they understand, though. Gotta think I'm funny. Other people never laugh, though. Dad jokes.
All right, man. It's really... well, anyway. I stepped on some cornflakes this morning. I guess I'm a serial killer.
Yeah, that was not good. Not good at all, Mike. Mine was so much better about the long legs and not having them.
It was, dude. Yours was really, really good, dude. But mine was a serial killer, right?
It does work. It does work with the film. You're right. I will give you that. Definitely. All day, sir. Okay, so now my most important part of the podcast. Mike, how does Longlegs relate to the Marvel Cinematic Universe?
All right, man. So, this one, it wasn't too hard. Blair Underwood, Agent Carter, was on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
He was.
So he was
Typecast.
Andrew Garner. So anyway.
Well, and Nick Cage, I'm not sure if they're shooting it yet, but I believe it's in pre-production, is doing a Spider-Man noir film, but I'm not sure if Sony is doing it or if Marvel is doing it. Marvel Studios. I'm not sure, but I know there's a Spider-Man noir film coming out.
Yeah. I know he was in Spider-Man Into the Universe, but
That's a Sony product.
yeah, it is a Sony, so I didn't want to try and pass that off.
Right. And that's the thing. The Spider-Man Noir is going to be a live action, and he is playing Spider-Man Noir, but I'm not sure if it's Sony or if it's Marvel Studios. So who knows? I repeated myself, but we'll find out.
We sure will. We sure will.
So, okay, Mike, we're now in your favorite section of spoilers.
Ah, yes, the spoilers, man. I really didn't see the tie-in of all these things thrown in, I guess, 30 minutes late. That was kind of... Yeah, the dolls.
Like, what do you mean? The fucking dolls? Because that shit was fucking weird. Like, the dolls made no goddamn sense to me. Why do you have these dolls? I mean, I guess because he was imbibing them with Satan, and then Satan would go and kill the people or tell people to kill the people, or... I mean, they're creepy as fuck, especially the glowing yellow eyes through the black veil was creepy.
Yeah, man, they were creepy, dude. They were real creepy. And what a way to get people to murder themselves. I mean, you're not even doing it, and then leaving these creepy notes that have to be decoded, like using all this, like, 7 levels of hell and stuff. It's all crazy, man. That was...
Yeah, no, it went too far. Just have Nicolas Cage be a fucking serial killer and, scream and yell, "Mommy and Daddy, why do I exist?" in the car as he's driving home from the market.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or sticking his hands over his eyes going, "Cuckoo, cuckoo." I mean, shit, dude. Like, him playing, like, basically himself was, like, fantastic. It was so campy and cheesy and over the top and just dumb. I loved it.
Dude, it was pretty weird. And then, like, everybody had to be like, "Hey, what's your birthday, little girl?" I'm like, oh, dude, so weird.
Aside from Nicolas Cage's acting, my second favorite part of the entire film, and I will give props where props are due, Mike, the cinematography was very good. Very, very good. And they shot a lot of it on 8mm, which I thought was very cool, too.
Yeah, no, I thought it was good, man. I think maybe that's part of the reason I liked the movie. It just had this kind of flow and style to it. I don't know. Maybe you shouldn't watch it when you're super tired, Matt. Maybe that...
I don't know, man. I thought it was crap. I bought the stupid thing, but I think it's crap. I mean, the FBI agent, like, can immediately tell exactly where, like, the killer is in this house, but yet she can't find Longlegs.
What do you think about that? Bringing that up, dude. I meant to bring that up earlier, but
it's dumb. If she can find people through psychic, then what the fuck? Why can't she find him?
Was she psychic, or was it like her doll thingy? Like,
okay, what would the doll thingy have to do with a serial killer on another murder?
I don't know. Because why did that serial killer, like, shoot her, like, knocking partner and then go and hide in a corner?
Because he answered the door and he's like, "Oh, shit, the cops," then just bam. Dude, that shit happens all the time. It fucking happened here not long ago in Cordis.
Okay. Well, still, man, like, it was weird. It was real weird.
I'm not saying it's not weird. I mean, it's weird. The whole fucking thing is weird. But they're trying to say that she's, like, psychic, and that's why they, like, brought her in to do all this shit. But yet she can't find fucking Longlegs? Bullshit.
Yeah, Agent Lee Harker. She also seemed like she was kind of, like, autistic and, like, super antisocial, and I was like, oh yeah. but she did seem like she was good at like trying to figure out a problem, like clues and stuff. I thought that was an interesting, like, I was like, yeah, she would be a great agent.
Yeah, she would, especially on more of like a detective kind of thing. Yeah. I mean, I get that. I think Blair Underwood did a good job. I don't like the ending. I mean, I think it was too easy.
It was too put together.
Yeah. It was like very predictable and too like, oh yeah, of course that's what happened because he has a little girl and the shit, well, I guess it's a massive spoiler, but I'll just say her mom stuff is where it gets like really fucked up.
Yeah, dude. That was definitely didn't. So I kind of thought her mom had something more to give to the story, but I did not see all of that coming. That was definitely different.
Yeah, I didn't think that was what it was going to be either. And turns out it was a fucking, other than throwing out one of the biggest spoilers of the entire fucking film, it was a hot mess.
Indeed it was. And then having to like confront your mother knowing all the, oh man.
Well, yeah, when she discovers all of it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And then it still doesn't fucking stop the biggest thing at the end of the film. It still happens just in front of her fucking face, which is wild.
Oh yeah, dude. So
you
nuts.
confront, you did all this shit and it still fucking happened.
Oh yeah.
Kind of like Seven. That's very Seven-esque.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why it kind of reminded me of like kind of a little bit of The Conjuring with the dolls.
I haven't watched The Conjuring.
1, 2, 3? You didn't watch any one of those?
No.
Or Annabelle?
No interest. Nope.
Oh my goodness.
Dude, I'm not a horror movie buff like you, man. If I don't have to watch it for this shit, I'm not going to watch it.
The Conjuring talks about like things kind of being not possessed, but like, I don't know, cursed kind of, I guess. That's probably the best way. Anyway, they made an entire movie about just one item from like another movie, which was the Annabelle. I was like, whoa.
See, and I don't need those kind of nightmares, Mike, because that's all I need to do is wake up and have an army of fucking Jedi stabbing me in the face while I'm trying to sleep.
That's okay. Dude, Alexa will protect you.
Yeah, she will. She will. But
you'll get one of those Tesla robots, dude.
You mean the iRobots?
Yeah, and it'll follow the 3 rules, dude.
As long as it keeps the 3 3/4 inch or the 6-inch plastic Jedis away from killing me, and we're cool.
Okay.
It'd take a lot, but I think they could do it, especially how many I have. They could get it done in one night. It's going to be a lot of pain, a lot of poking with the plastic lightsabers, but they could do it.
Okay. Yeah. All right, Matt. I think I kind of know what you're going to rate it, but how many reels do you give Longlegs with the short leg person?
Yeah, there's no long legs at all. This is a fucking cop-out, god damn it. This short legs. Or normal legs. Average legs? That's what it should be. Average legs. That's what they should rename this movie. I'm going to put that as my review. Average legs. Long legs is a lie.
All right. Average legs.
So, Mike, you think you know what I'm going to rate it at? I'll do this. Do you think it's above or below a 3?
I think it is a 3.
No, sir.
Huh.
It is a 2.
Is it 2?
2.
Man, so that means you would have given it a 1 if it weren't for the cinematography?
And the short legs? Yeah. I mean, if he would have had long legs, I would have given him a 2.5.
Gotcha.
Oh,
wow.
fuck, dude. I really want to know what you're giving it now. I bet you give it like a 5 and make me look stupid.
No. Well, why would I make... How is it making you stupid? It's your opinion, man. Who
Well, all the
cares?
critics love this fucking thing, and you clearly are like a true movie critic, and I'm just a has-been. Or
No.
a wannabe. Little both. I don't know.
I don't know, dude. I did like it.
Yeah, so did all the other critics. Like the true hardcore movie critics that get paid, they love this fucking movie.
Whoa. Are you saying I get paid?
I don't have any money. So,
Okay.
yes, you can
All
get
right.
paid
Whoa.
from Mags.
All right. Well, you let me know when that paycheck comes in.
She'll make you dinner.
Sounds good.
Beans and rice.
Oh, yeah. And cheese, dude. Gotta add some cheese.
Gotta have the cheese. It's mandatory. All right, so how many reels do you give it there, Michael?
So I'm going to give Longlegs 3.5 reels.
What? You talked it all up and you only give it 3.5?
Yeah.
Well, all right then.
You know, I'm harsh, dude.
No, you're not. You love this shit. You just
I
rate
did.
it harshly, I guess.
I did like it.
Well, okay,
I would
okay.
say to go see it in the theaters, but it's long gone out of the theaters, so.
Well, okay, Mike. There are no boobies.
That's true.
There is a beast. And
There's a
there is a
beast.
little bit of blood.
There's a little bit of blood.
There's one scene where it's quite graphic and bloody, but it's just one scene in the whole film.
That's true.
I guess when they're talking
Eh.
about the murders, there's blood in those.
There is, but it's not very direct, and that's fine.
Yeah, it's more like they're showing the past.
Yeah. What'd you think about when they got on that one and they hadn't been? Everybody thought they were on vacation.
Oh yeah, that was fucking gross.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, bodies lying there for over a month. I don't know if they would decompose that much though.
I guess it depends on where you're at, dude. I'll tell you what. If somebody died in Florida, it decomposed pretty bad.
Yeah, all the humidity and heat and
Well,
unless they have the air conditioning on.
yeah, but it still probably would be bad.
Well, and then let's go the complete opposite side of the country, Mike. Someone died in Alaska, they'd be fine. They'd just be frozen.
There you go.
So, all right. Well, we were trying to figure out what to do for next week. So I think we came to a remedy, but I'll let your host of the Harvest
right.
Horror Fest talk about it.
Yeah. So what we're gonna do? It's a little bit strange, but whatever. We're just gonna do it. Normally this would have been the last Harvest Horror Fest, but next week there's not really much coming out, and so we're going to do Venom, the final something, right?
The Last Dance.
The Last Dance, which came out this last Friday.
On my birthday.
Yeah. And we're going to go watch that, review that. It's getting destroyed by the critics, so we'll probably like it. And then after that, there's a movie I really wanted to review for the Harvest Horror Fest, so we're going to do it. And it is called Heretic. And it's got now I can't think of his name. It's got Hugh Grant in it, and it looks pretty creepy, and I'm excited about it. I'm excited, dude.
It looks kind of like, not to compare it to Longlegs, but it looks like more like a thriller than a blood, guts, and gore slasher kind of horror to me.
Yeah, no, I think you're right.
Which I personally like the psychological thrillers better.
Okay, as long as they don't put you to sleep and you get to see them in the theater. Matt, do
as
you
long
think
as they have long legs?
right? Do you think if you saw Longlegs in the theater, your opinion would be a little different, or
Maybe. I mean, maybe just because of the cinematography, but that's like one of the best parts. But I don't know, dude. I still thought it was really boring. I mean, it
Okay.
really takes a while to get going.
yeah, it does.
And then it just goes, okay, we're going down this road, and then hard left, dolls. It's like, what? Dolls? Really? That's where we're going with this? Oh, and they're not just dolls, they're satanic dolls. Creepy as fuck dolls isn't enough? You had to make them evil and satanic? All right,
Well,
whatever.
I guess you did.
They did. I just thought it was too much. Just fucking Nicolas Cage playing that crazy-ass character being a serial killer was enough. It was. They didn't need to fucking do all the other weird shit. But that's me.
It's true. It was. But the ending wouldn't have come together as cleanly. Well, who knows? They could have figured out something. Anyway.
Well,
It's
all right,
fine.
Mike. You got anything else you want to add, or you want to go to bed?
No, I don't think I have anything else to add. Make sure to enter the contest. Tell us your favorite Transformer from the 85?
86. Yeah.
86.
Yeah, the original Transformers movie from
movie.
86. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, sir?
And be entered into the contest to win Transformer 1.
Yeah, a copy of Transformer 1, a digital code. So, yeah, well, don't forget to follow us on the Facebook, Twitters, Instagram. Enter our contest, email Mike, go to our website, join our Facebook group. No one talks in it, but we have one. Next week, Venom, The Last Dance. I think it'll be fun. Screw the critics. It is number one at the box office, so we'll see how it goes. But again, thank you everyone for listening to Real Film Nerds podcast episode number 397. Yes, 397. Harvard Horror Fest, the 7th annual, 3rd episode. So we have one more horror movie to go. Woo! See you guys next week.
Thank you for listening to The Real Film Nerds. Now don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Real Film Nerds. Now go out and catch a movie.
Welcome everyone to Ma Hinshaw Loses Her Pumpkin Bread, episode 87, Longlegs. Hi, Matt. How you doing this lovely Halloween Eve, sort of?
Horrible, because it's not Ma Hinshaw loses her bread. It's Ma Hinshaw loses her cookies.
Well, I made pumpkin bread, and so I'm losing my bread. There.
Whatever.
I couldn't find a pumpkin cookie recipe, but I'll find one later. Anyway, folks, this movie.
What movie is it? You don't want to tell the people what movie you're talking about?
It's called Longlegs. Yes, and I said it, it was episode 87.
You didn't say Longlegs. You just said it was episode 87.
I swear I said it was. Well, whatever.
This is what happens, folks. You get some timers.
That's it. I've got it.
Or a super case of CRS.
Yes, that's it. Whatever that is. Anyway.
You don't know what CRS is, Mom?
Oh, can't remember. You know what? Yeah.
Well, no, it's not a CRW. It's CRS.
I know what the
So
S.
what's the S stand for?
You know.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do. Quit it.
Nope.
I'm not saying it.
Yeah, you are.
No.
Yep.
Okay, shit.
See, there you go. Was that so hard?
Yes, it was. I do not talk potty mouth.
Yeah, you do.
I'm having enough issues with potty training a little 2-year-old. There.
You have a giant potty mouth.
I
See?
don't need
Look,
her.
you just farted out of your potty mouth.
No, I didn't. I stuck my tongue out at you.
No, you farted out of it. Anyways,
No, I
okay,
didn't.
Mom, let's quit the shenanigans here. Let's get serious. This is a very serious podcast about a very serious subject matter with dolls.
Yeah, well, I thought it was strange. Pardon me.
What, is
And
your potty mouth farting again?
No, it started out with the girl, and talking to whomever, which you don't know whom because you just see the hands. And then all of a sudden it flips really fast to her being in class for FBI stuff. So then we find out, well, she works for the FBI. And then it flips really fast to ta-da, then she's out on whatever, I don't know if you'd call it patrol, but I don't know if she was still being trained, I guess, by the one guy. But anyway, it just flips really fast and then it doesn't flip really fast. And I have umbrage with the fact that they go in the houses and they're pitch dark and you can't see nothing and you know there's been murders there. And then she goes to another all by herself, pitch dark. I mean, that just doesn't make much sense. I would think she would take a cohort or something to go to these houses where 5 people were killed or whoever, whatever. Okay. I really thought that was weird. And the thing was, and all of it was dark. Nobody ever turned on a lamp or a light or had a flashlight or whatever. It was just dark, 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 dark. I didn't like that. Okay. That's my view. So anyway, then, I mean, it was like, I know they give you clues, but it was so slow to get to the clues in my estimation. Finally, we get some clues as to what was happening. Oh, and another thing that made me grouchy was the fact, it's Nicolas Cage. Nicolas Cage is in the movie. Well, his voice was in the movie at times, but he really wasn't physically in the movie until really quite close to the end. And I don't know. I mean, he did a good job. He was very creepy, which Nicholas has a very good ability to be really creepy. But I just felt like they could have introduced him sooner or something or another. And yes, it was suspenseful because when you find out who his henchman or helper is, that's a shocker. And I will admit it, and I won't say it. But yes, that was a shocker. But basically, I was not that thrilled with the movie. Now, how did you feel about it?
Well, you're going to have to listen to my podcast to know how I felt about it.
Well, there you go. But yeah, I just felt like it, I don't know. The clues were okay, but I don't know. It just really didn't gel to me. And then all of a sudden, it all gels at once, like, which I guess most suspenseful movies are that way. But I thought this was a little, I don't know, slow and strange. There you go. So did you like Nicolas Cage's part?
I think he was the best part of the film, next to the cinematography. I think it was a poor attempt at trying to be like Silence of the Lambs or Seven or something like that. I didn't think it was a very great movie, and Mike loved it. So
I didn't think it was I agree with you. I think that's what they were trying to do, but I really don't think it was carried off in my view. And okay, Mike loved it. I didn't, I feel like they could have come up with who the henchman was sooner. They could have had Nicholas involved in it more. I mean, it was, to me, no. No, it didn't. I was not really thrilled with it, Matt, and that's it. Okay.
Well, that's your opinion, and you're allowed to say it. That's why you have a podcast. Now, if you start agreeing with everyone, then that's another story. But Mike tends to go along with the professional critics because they all love horror movies for some reason. I don't understand that. And you love horror movies, which I don't understand either. I think they're just dumb, but that's me.
Well, I like horror movies, but I thought this one was kind of dumb, actually. I'm terribly sorry. I just thought it was dumb, and it didn't tie together. They bring in the beast from the Bible, but really, I didn't think they tied it together well enough. It was just loose ends, I thought. But that's me. And granted, I like horror movies, but this is not one I would even care to watch again. And, do you want to know my rating of how many, I'll say cookies instead of pumpkin breads, but how many?
Well, my thing is I don't know if this is a horror movie. It's more of a psychological thriller, but
Yeah,
they label it as a horror movie as well. I don't know. I just
yeah.
thought I like Silence of the Lambs was very good. Seven was very, very good. Those are both
Mhm.
thrillers,
Right.
more thrillers than horror. I think this just goes off the rails too hard and too dumb and too wild, and I'm not a fan of it, but Mike loved it. So is what it is. I bet that your rating is probably higher than mine, and I would be surprised if it's lower than Mike's, but we'll find out. So how many pumpkin shortbread cookie thingamajiggers do you give Longlegs?
I gave it a 2.5.
Yep, you're higher than me.
Oh, really? I'm higher than you? Oh,
But you are not higher than Mike. Mike gave it 3.5, I believe.
ah. No, and I'm sad because I love Nicolas Cage, but I don't. Yes, he was great in what he did, but I didn't think it took advantage of this great actor well. No.
The two best
Anyway,
parts of the film, in my opinion, are the cinematography and Nicolas Cage. The rest of it is just
true.
mediocre at best.
I agree with you very much. Yes.
So, okay,
Now,
Ma, you want to tell your listeners what we're going to review next week?
okay, folks, I'm looking forward to this. We are going to review Venom. Woohoo!
Well, it's the full title, not the first one, not the second one, the one that just
Pooh,
came out in
it's
theaters.
the third one, 3.
The Venom: The Last Dance.
Oh, The Last Dance? Really?
That's the title.
Oh, I didn't know
Mhm.
that.
Yeah,
Oops, sorry guys, I missed it. Okay.
that's fine. You said Venom 3, so that works too.
Yeah, because it was on something I was looking at online. Oh, well,
With the
anyhow.
with the
Okay.
what's it and the who's it and the whatchamacallit.
That. That. Yep.
So,
So
okay.
anyway,
So anything else you would like to add about your riveting review of Longlegs?
no. And where the heck they got the title, I don't understand.
Well,
But,
that
well,
was, and I mentioned this in my podcast, and so you're going to hear it again. They call the film Longlegs, and Nicolas Cage doesn't even have long legs. What the hell is up with that?
awesome. That's what I wondered. And he wasn't even a spider or anything.
Well, they didn't say it was a long leg spider. These just long legs. He's not even tall. He's just normal.
Oh, I didn't know about that one, but okay.
So, all right. Is there anything else you want to add, Ma, or are you all done?
I am finished.
All right. Well, thank you, everyone, once again for joining us for another not long legs review of Longlegs. And Ma Hinshaw loses her cookies. That's a lot of long legs. I'll just stop saying long legs. Anyways, Ma Hinshaw loses her cookies, episode number 87. Don't forget to enter our contest to win yourself a copy of Transformers 1. You got to email Mike at realfilmnerds.com to be entered into that contest. Other than that, we will chat with you next week with our review of Venom: The Last Dance, and hopefully my mom likes that one. And I think there are long legs in that film, if you consider them the symbiotes having long legs. So, thanks again, everyone. Have a good Halloween. Be safe. Eat lots of candy, and we'll chat with you then.
Bye.